Hello everyone, welcome back to another 30-minute Vinyasa class. I am Maddie from Straddle and today we are going to be working towards straddle splits. So don't be put off by the word splits, this is just going to be a nice deep stretch opening up through the hips. So in the class it's going to be nice and gentle, all-rounder, but really with that focus of hip mobility. So you don't need anything for this class. You may want yoga blocks or cushions at the beginning, but it's not necessary. So if you want to grab those now, you can pause the video. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this class. Please do let me know in the comments below how you got on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you back on the mat. Okay, when everyone's ready, we're going to start lying down on our backs. Getting yourself nice and comfortable. And here in today's class, we're going to have a little bit of a focus on opening up through the hips. So as we lie here, if it feels comfortable for you, you can bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees fall apart. And if this feels a little bit too intense on your hips, you can either let the legs go out long, or you can even have a go at placing some blocks or cushions underneath your knees, just to give it a little bit extra support. So once we've got ourselves nice and comfortable, we'll close the eyes. Just start to notice that breath. The rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. You can start by placing your right hand onto your stomach and then bring your left hand up over your heart onto your chest. And then as you breathe, breathe down into that right hand, all the way up into the left hand. And then exhale, let it go. And again, big breath in through the nose, down into the belly, up into the chest. Exhale, out through the nose, let it go. And again, big breath in, filling the lungs up. Slow exhale out through the nose. Let's do it one more time, big breath in. And big breath out. Gently now opening the eyes. And then from here, just take a hold of your knees and gently bring them up together. And start by bringing the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze in, rocking side to side. And from here, just plant your feet down. Feet hip distance apart, and then we're going to cross our right ankle over the top of our left knee. Flexing that right foot and then pressing that right knee away, starting to open up into that outer hip. Either staying here or thread those hands through that gap and take a hold of the back of the left knee. Inhaling here. Exhale, drawing that left knee a little bit closer. If you want a little bit extra, you can take a hold of the shin, that left shin. Inhaling here, big breath in. And exhale to stay. One more time, big breath in. And exhale. And then let that foot go back down. Switch out the legs, plant the right foot, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Start by pressing that left knee away already. So feeling that stretch in the outer hip. And then either stay here or start to bring the other knee into the chest. Drawing it in. Inhale here, breathe into the belly. Exhale, draw that leg in a little bit closer. Keep that left foot flexed, keeping it nice and active. Big breath in. And big breath out. One more time, big breath in here. Exhale, draw it in a little bit closer. And then slowly let it go. Let both knees come into the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Even find a twist. Take both knees over towards the left. Just twisting out through the spine. And then roll back through center. Take them over towards the right. Ooh, feel a little pops through the spine. And then bring it back to the middle. From here, start to round the back. You're going to rock up and down, forwards and backwards, until we come all the way up into a seated position. From here, just take your feet out to the width distance of the mat. You might want to take your feet just forwards a little bit, and then you're going to bring your hands just behind you for support. Now here, working with a little bit of hip mobility, you're going to take both knees over towards the left. It's okay if the knees don't come all the way down towards the ground. If they can, then that's fine. And then bring them all the way back up through center, and then take them all the way down over towards the right. And then inhale back up. Exhale to the left. We're thinking about drawing that right knee down towards the ground. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale to the left. Sorry, to the right. Inhale back up. If you want to, you can have a go with lifting the hands. Take both knees over towards the left. Bring it back to center. Over towards the right. Back up. One more time each side. Actually back a little bit. Knees over towards the left. Back up through center. And then over towards the right. Bring the knees back up. The hands behind. Plant your feet just hip distance apart this time, so bring them a little bit closer. Then you're going to press through your hands and your feet, start to lift the hips all the way up, squeezing them up towards the ceiling, finding this reverse tabletop position. From here, take a few little rocks forwards and backwards. Start to open up through the shoulders, warming up the wrists. Inhaling and exhaling. And then from here, slowly lower the hips all the way back down. You're going to cross over at the ankles, rolling all the way forwards into your normal tabletop position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Again, just take a little rock forwards and backwards. And then make sure those fingers are spread out on the mat, moving through our cat-cows. Inhale to drop the belly down. Start to lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale as you then round the back, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. And again, inhale, scoop the belly down, lift the chest. Exhaling to round the back, really press down through those hands. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then from here, find that flat back once again. From here, you're going to take your knees out a little bit wider. And then bring your heels of your hands are going to come together and your fingertips are going to face towards the outsides of the mat. And just because those knees are a little bit wider, it just gives you a bit more of a stable base. And here you're going to do a few big circles with the body. So really stretching out into those wrists, into those forearms, and then switch the direction. A few big circles. And then back to center. Keep your knees where they are. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. From here, you're going to take your hips back down towards your heels. Really pressing those hips down. Then as you inhale, we come forwards and start to press the hips forwards down towards the mat. So still working into those hips. Again, take them back towards the heels. Stretching down. Inhale, bring it forwards. Press those hips forwards. And again, one more time. Exhale, hips down towards the heels. Inhale, bring them all the way forwards. And then take the hips back, step your knees in. We're going to tuck the toes underneath now. Start to lift the hips all the way up and back to your first downward facing dog. Take a bend into those legs, press down through those hands, really lengthening out through the spine. Just shake the head, make sure your neck is nice and relaxed. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. We're going to inhale, rock all the way forwards to our high plank position. Exhale, chaturanga, lowering down halfway. Strong core, strong arms. And then all the way onto the belly, untuck the toes. Inhale here, lift into cobra. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, draw the elbows back. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale again, we lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, we lift up. And exhale, back down. Just slide your hands a little bit closer towards your ribs. Press the tops of the feet down into the mat. Find your upward facing dog, so the whole body is lifted off the ground, lifting the chest. Exhale, take the hips all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhaling here, start to walk out through the feet. Draw one heel down at a time. Stretching out through the backs of the legs, the calves, even all the way up into the toes. And then we're going to walk the feet all the way up towards the top of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Feet hip distance apart, just shake out the body, swaying side to side. Inhale and exhale. Rolling up to standing, bend into the legs as we roll all the way up. Head comes up last. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, palms facing forwards. Take a big breath in here, think about into the belly, the chest, the ribs, and exhale it out. Bringing your feet together, toes touching. Inhale here, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant the hands, you can step or hop back through your chaturanga. Strong core all the way down. And then inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, big breath in. And out. One more time, inhaling. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forwards. You can step, walk, or hop the feet up. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up, arms come up, palms touch. Exhale, hands at the chest. From here, take your feet out wide to the width distance of the mat. Turn your toes out slightly. As we start to bend into the legs, sinking our hips down. Just think about those knees drawing out and coming down as low as we can without our heels lifting. So into our malasana here, you can either use the backs of the arms or the hands to draw those knees out wide. Take a little wiggle here, side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. And then from here, bring your hands out in front. Start to straighten the legs, lift the hips up nice and high. Find this nice stretch to the back of the legs. And then we bend back into the legs, sink the hips down into your malasana. And again, exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs. You may even notice that your feet turn slightly as you do this. Exhale, sink back down into your malasana. One more time. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, sinking back down. Power up through your legs now, standing up nice and strong. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands at the chest. Bring your feet together. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back only. Big step back. Drop the back knee down, untucking the toes. From here, you inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Thinking about lifting up through the sides of the body, and then think about those hips sinking down. Inhaling here, big breath in. And exhale. From here, bring your hands back down, frame that front foot. You're going to tuck the back toes under, lifting that back knee up. And then start to take your left hand on the inside of that left foot. Walk the hands all the way towards the back of the mat. And start to bend into your back leg, nice and deep, coming into your Skandasana. So if you want to, you can come onto your right toes, lifting that right heel up. Or you can bring the heel down. You want to think about that left leg that's out in front. Those toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Inhaling here, big breath. And exhale. Then walk your hands all the way back towards the front. Start to bend into your front leg. Find the Skandasana on the other side. Inhaling here. And exhale. And again, big breath in. And out. And then start to turn the toes to face the front. Frame that front foot again. Plant the hands. Take that left leg all the way up and back. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Really thinking about that left knee pointing up towards the ceiling. You can stay here, or if you want to flip the dog to wild thing, you can let that foot fall behind. Press those hips up, open the chest. Inhale. Wild thing is only an option if you want to take it. Exhale, everyone bring it back. Three-legged dog. Moving through a Vinyasa, we shift forwards. You can keep that leg lifted or lower it down. Chaturanga. Inhale, find your upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, big breath in. And out. One more time, inhaling here. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, walk or hop. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhaling, fold. Inhale to roll up, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bring the hands at the chest. Other side, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes as we inhale, sweep the arms up, finding that low lunge. Again, you want to think about reaching the hands up towards the ceiling or the sky. Nice big space through the sides of the body. And let those hips sink down. Big stretch through those front hip flexors. Inhaling here. And exhale. Start to bring your hands down now, tucking the back toes, lift that back knee up, and then walk your right hand on the inside of that right foot. Start to walk the hands all the way towards the back of the mat. Start to bend into that back leg, finding that Skandasana. You can either reach the hands out in front or even bring the palms at the chest. Just try to think about those toes pointing up, and that back foot can either be, the heel can be down, or if it's more comfortable to bring that heel up, you can do it as well. Inhaling here, and exhale. Either use your hands down on the mat for support, or keep them lifted. We're going to transition all the way forwards into our Skandasana on the other leg. Inhaling here, and exhale. And again, big breath in and out. And then start to bring your hands down, turning the toes. Plant the hands. We now take that right leg all the way up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Either staying here, really thinking about that right knee pointing up, or we find wild thing, shift forwards, let that foot fall behind. Inhale, lift the hips up, open the chest. Exhaling. Inhale again. Exhale, flip it back. Everyone find three-legged dog. Moving forwards into our Vinyasa, travel forwards. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. And exhaling, downward facing dog. From here, bring your knees down towards the mat. Untuck the toes, finding a child's pose. Inhaling here. And exhale. And again, big breath in. And out. From here, just start to walk your hands all the way up towards your knees. And then going to roll onto the outside of your left hip. Bring your right leg all the way out in front. You might want to turn a little bit onto the side of your mat. So you want your right leg out long and that left foot comes in. From here, we're going to take a nice big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach over towards that right foot, reaching that left arm all the way up and over. Try and keep that chest open, so roll that left shoulder back. Inhaling here, and exhale. And again, big breath in. And exhale, this time start to reach that left hand down, so you're closing the body down over that straight leg. Big breath in here, and exhale. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up as we switch the legs. Start to bring that right foot in, left leg goes out. Just setting up. As we're there, we inhale, reach the arms up, find space. Exhale, then reach towards that left leg. Right arm goes up. Maybe starts to reach a little bit over towards the left. You really want to think about that shoulder rolling back, keeping the chest nice and open. You'll feel this nice stretch through that lower back, your ribs, your hips. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath, inhale. Start to take that right hand down now, closing the body down. Inhaling here and exhale. And again, one more breath. Exhale. Slowly bring yourself all the way up. And now from here, we're going to take that right foot back out. So we're in a wide-legged straddle splits, as we call it. Now here, everyone obviously has lots of different flexibilities. So even if you have this slight little bend in your legs, that's absolutely fine. We just want to make sure the most important thing is our feet aren't rolling in, but those toes are rolling out. So our knees pointing up towards the ceiling. But that means we want to bring our legs in a little bit closer than we can do. Just getting yourself set up, making sure that you're really sat on your sit bones. And then from here, just bring your hands behind you. Start to press those hands down into the ground, and that's going to take your chest forwards. And then maybe this is just enough and we stay here. Nice big breath in and out. If you want to, you can start to reach the hands out in front. And slowly inching your way forwards as far as you want to take it. Take a big breath in where you are. And then exhale to stay. Keeping those legs nice and active, you can even flex the feet, pointing those toes up towards the ceiling. Big breath in and out. Breath is so important here. Keep it nice and controlled. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to go for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. And slowly, slowly walk the hands back up. Take a hold of the back of the right knee, gently bring it in, and then gently bring the left knee in. And just give those legs a little squeeze, a little shake, and then start to find your way facing back to the front as we roll all the way down onto our backs. And once you are there, just planting those feet just behind your hips so you can tickle the back of the heels. And you take a big inhale, press down through the feet, start to lift the hips up. And you can walk the shoulder blades underneath, pressing the backs of the arms down into the mat. Make sure your knees don't fall out wide. Inhale, lifting. Exhale to stay. And again, big breath in and out. This time, inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, roll down onto your back. And tick-tock the knees side to side. Releasing your lower back. Just a few more. And then slowly, the next time the knees pass through center, you can stop. And just bring both knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around the legs. Just squeeze everything in. Bring your forehead towards your knees. And then let everything go. Let the feet go out to the corners of the mat. Arms by the sides, palms facing up. Eyes closed. Feel every muscle in the body completely relax. And let go of the breath. And from here, just start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Deepening the breath. Finding that movement back in the body. Start to bring the knees into the chest. Rolling onto your side. And start to bring yourself all the way up. into a comfortable seated position. And once you are there, just give you a little rock side to side. Bring the arms all the way up overhead, inhaling. Exhale, bring the hands together at the chest. Namaste.